Hello and welcome everyone to another race of the Super Metroid Triple Bingo Tournament. We have derp versus Polar Bear Bunny tonight. We are going to be bringing you this awesome race in Triple Bingo. So for those of you who are just joining us, what is Triple Bingo? Triple Bingo is we're going to get a bingo card you see there in the middle of your screen. Our runners are going to go ahead and complete three of their choice, row, column, or diagonal, any three. And they're going to try to do that as fast as possible. So what they're going to do is they're going to start off on Cirrus Station. They're going to see the card. That's where they're going to get the first chance to see the card. And then they're going to... Hold on just a second. I think we lost derp. Give us just a second. We're going to figure this out. So anyway, as I was talking, while we figure this out, what happened to derp? So Triple Bingo. Our runners are going to run through Super Metroid, right? And they're going to collect as many, or 3 rows, columns, or diagonals. Now, they've got to fill out the items on the cards here. So what does that mean? Now, this isn't the real card. We're going to get that as soon as the race starts, but we'll take this as an example, and we'll start to look at some of the items on here so we can talk about them and what that means. So we've got some very simple ones, right? Skip Wave Beam. The runners have to skip Wave Beam, right? Spazer, pick up Spazer Beam. Skip Spazer, not pick up the Spazer Beam, right? Now, of course, runners can't complete Spazer and skip Spazer. They have to make a choice, so that's going to lock them out. With Triple Bingo, being locked out of both a row and a column by kind of exclusive tiles like skip Spazer and Spazer, right? They've got to make choices. So they've got to, kind of figure out what it is that they want to do, and they're going to have to figure this out as fast as possible. We do have tiles like the Collect X energy tanks and 11 minus X reserve tanks. We got a clarification on the rules for that. That is okay. You just have to collect 11 or more of any combination of those items. Now, there's 14 E-tanks and 4 reserve tanks for our players to collect. Now, they're going to have to pay the fanfare tax for every time they collect an item. So that's 7 seconds. 7 seconds they're going to have to pick up, or they're going to have to choose to pay every time they want to pick up an item. So 100 plus missiles, that's a lot of missile packs that they're going to have to pick up, right? We did some math on that some time ago. We figured out, like the 125 missiles, right? We're going to pay almost like 2 minutes for something like 100 or those 125 plus missile tiles, right? Then that's going to be compounded on things like, do I pick up 30 plus super missiles, 25 plus power bombs, But you can synergize things, right? 25 plus power bombs synergizes very nicely with the tile underneath it about collecting all 15 Brinstar super missiles, right? So there's 15. If I'm going to pick up 15, it's only 10 more power bombs. But you want to be able to minimize the trips around Zebus that you take. So you want to keep that in mind. And so our runners may take a couple of different strategies. We've seen runners go down Red Tower first, down to like Crade, pick up some of the valuable items down there, like Varia Suit, Speed Booster, Grapple Beam. Some of the other things are Ice Beam, High Jump Boots, maybe. Maybe they skip the High Jump Boots. Maybe they skip the Ice Beam, right? Depends on what's on their card. Again, just a reminder for you folks joining us at home. This is not the real card just yet. While we're getting derp fixed over here. We don't have the real card revealed. So we'll get the real card up on screen as soon as the race actually starts. We had an issue with a technical issue with Derp and his stream, so we're getting that fixed. And while we get that fixed, we will just kind of chat about what's on the card, what it takes to complete a triple bingo, and what our runners might do with a card like the one that we have on screen. So again, as I was saying, right, they want to think about, and they don't have much time to think about it because they're going to get the real card basically the second that the race starts. So as soon as they start to get to move in Cirrus Station, that's the first time that they're going to get the card for their race, and they're going to have the time they run through Cirrus Station, and they're playing the game while they're staring at this card, going through Cirrus Station. The time, for the cutscene from Cirrus Station as it explodes till they land on Zebus. And then basically from that time where they go down the climb, go pick up the morph ball, this is all the time they have to figure out what it is that they want to do. Now, Triple Bingo does have one benefit over its cousin, Double Anti-Bingo, and that is that our runners can choose to change their columns, right? And Double Anti-Bingo, the runners are forced a column, a row, column, or diagonal, and they're forced that, and they must complete that one. But in Triple Bingo, we've got a little more flexibility. So our runners can pick up, say, 10 plus energy tanks, and that's a lot of collection. Maybe I've got 4 of them. There's another tile on the card, not on this particular card we're looking at here that synergizes with that, but there are certainly ones like collecting 25 power bombs, right? There's the collect all 15 Brinstar supers. Maybe in doing column 5, you can say, oh, I'm doing row 1 as well. Oh, maybe I've collected some of the other things in row 2. I'm going to go ahead and do that instead of BLTR or something along that line. And so our runners have options, right? Now, of course, they have to keep in mind that they can get locked out, right? So skipping Spazer, if they pick up that Spazer beam, they're locked out of row 4 and column 2, right? There's no way that they can complete that. So we have finish in tiles, right? There's most of those don't jive with each other, right? We have things like finish in Kraid's room. You must just be in Kraid's room as the last thing that you do. That is it, right? You can finish in Kraid's room and finish in a Shine Spark or a Crystal Flash. That works. So those are combinable, but you can't finish in Kraid's room and finish in, say, Dragon's room or the landing site. It's not possible, right? So our runners really have to keep those kinds of things in mind. These cards have a very intelligent algorithm behind them. So usually those kinds of finish tiles they're never going to be on the same row, column, or diagonal, right? We can see on this card there's finish in Kraid's room, finish in Sporson's room. But they're obviously mutually exclusive, right? So the Spazer in those two also makes it interesting as well. So, all right, let's see here what we have. Give me just a second here. And we're going to see about getting the scene fixed. So you get to hear me furiously typing away here. All right. And like I said, our runners want to go ahead and check some stuff out, right? So they want to look at the card. They have very little time to look at the card. And they're going to have to figure out what synergizes on this card, right? Do I collect that screw attack? I'm going to go down and defeat Ridley, so maybe I do that. I've got collect 50 out of 75 Norfair missiles. Maybe I'm gonna do that. Maybe that takes me into lower Norfair, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some of the items down there, right? There's the Golden Torizo missiles. Maybe that's one I want to pick up, right? Maybe I've got a defeat Golden Torizo tile on here, so I can pick up GT's missiles and defeat him at the same time. So you've got to think about that. But of course, to go that way requires space jump. So that means I've got to defeat Dragon as well. So maybe uh, I'm I'm I've got to think about, do I want to go and defeat Dragon just to get some missiles over there by GT? Probably not, right? So our runners want to figure out the synergies. All right, it looks like we are just about ready here, almost fixed up with this scene. We're going to get that ready to go. And I think we're going to get our runners started while we get this scene fixed up here. Get that right. And we're going to get the race underway. Okay. So, there we go. Like I said, we're going to get that scene fixed up. And we are going to get everybody going. Now, the real card should update itself. We'll see it update on the screen once it is available to everyone. There it is. All right. So give it just a little bit here, and it'll update on screen. So this card. Oh, interesting. So we have a free tile over here with Skip Wave Beam. Runners are automatically going to get that. We'll know when that is not skipped once they pick that up. We've got the Brinstar Reserve. We got 2+ reserve tanks. That's interesting as well. We've got the Meridia Power Bomb. Interesting. He's stuck in the sand pit there. Collect only one of Ice Beam or High Jump Boots. High Jump Boots is a spectacular movement item. You really, really miss it when you don't have it. But there is that defeat Crocomire and skip High Jump Boots tile. If anybody here had the misfortune of watching my races, you'll see I did that a couple of times. There's that space jump tile down there. Collect one of Various suit or gravity suit. That begs for an early wreck ship. Yet at the same time, there might not be too much you want to go and do in the wreck ship. Of course, there is that collect all 10 wreck ship supers down at the bottom as well. 4+ energy tanks. Collect all 5 Brinstar energy tanks. It's a little bit of synergy there with some of the items in column 3 and maybe BLTR or row 2. There's a couple of things. This is the kind of stuff that our runners are going to be thinking about. This is what they have to think about right now. This is all the time they have to think about what's on this card, decide what they want to do. So the pressure is on. There's a lot of strategy to these bingos, and execution is key here, right? So our runners are going to get out of Cirrus Station here, and then they're going to start to go and pick things up. So this is going to be it. We've got Derp here in the green, and we've got Polar Bear Bunny in the purple. All right, and we're going to highlight them on the card just like that. So With me in the booth tonight is Just Defend on Tracker, keeping track of everything. Going to keep me honest. There's that 60+ missiles and 20+ super missiles. I know for sure I'm going to lose track of that one right in the center. That one is an interesting one. It's an relatively straightforward collection tile. Again, our runners do have to collect a number of items to kind of to get that, but you can easily synergize that. You're going to get early supers. Do you collect spore spawn supers? You're going to collect all 10 wreck ship missiles, right? Boom. Or all super missiles. So maybe there's your 20 right there. And then you pick up 60 other missiles randomly around. Now, they don't have to be specifically from any particular region. We've seen those collect all 60 Brinstar missile tiles in several of the races that we've seen already. And runners have gone and done that. These missiles just have to be anywhere. So our runners can kind of optimize that and pick up the missiles that happen to be on their way. And there's a lot of missiles are just on their way. But they do want to keep in mind that every time they pick something up, they're paying that 7-second fanfare attack. So the fewer items they can get away with picking up around as they go around the world, the better, right? Visiting the map stations, there's map stations and energy stations, energy and missile recharge stations. We didn't talk about those, but we do see that here on the bottom corner here, row 5, column 5. We have the criteria map station. Our runners need only go into the room. They don't have to actually activate the map and collect the map or the energy or missile recharges. They just need to go into that room. So the criteria map station, it's all the way tucked away in the bottom corner there, but that might be, it's a very easy tile to pick up. And if our runners want to leave options open for themselves, they might pick that one up as kind of an extra tile. And they may not use it. What they may figure out later, oh, hey, I collect this earlier and maybe it comes into play. Maybe it doesn't come into play. There's that wreck ship map station as well. We see that right next to that in row 4, column 5. So we'll see if our runners, as they go around, go through, what they want to pick up. We see derp actually going for that criteria map station right now that I talked about. So that could lead derp to row 5 or column 5, or the TLBR. So there's a number of options right there for derp for just kind of picking that up for free. We see polarbearbunny skipping over that. She says, no criteria map station for me right now. And both runners are going to be going into Bomb Torizo. And this is where it kind of opens up from here. We can see runners go all sorts of different places after they get them those early supers, right? We've seen runners go up Red Tower. We've seen runners go down Red Tower. For now, they're going to go through Terminator. They're going to go collect early supers. These are all kind of the base items that we need. But we may see one of them go for 230 missiles, right? They're a little bit out of the way, but something that you can pick up for that 60+ missiles. Honestly, I think there's other missiles that are better, that are more in the way than 230 missiles, but we'll see what our runners want to do. They may decide that they may have something in mind very specific, and they're going to do that. Derp coming up, Alcatraz Escape. Really nicely done here. Let's see how PBB attacks it. Alcatraz Escape, one of those. It's a tricky trick, right? It's tricky. Like Run DMC said. Boy, that ought to date me. All right, there's Terminator tank for Derp. Bunny coming into Terminator here. And there's a Terminator tank for Bunny. All right, so derp is taking damage off the pirates here, so that's kind of an indicator, at least to me, that derp wants to go down Red Tower. Same thing with Bunny. If you wanted to go up Red Tower, you would kill these pirates. Anybody who saw my race the other day will know exactly why you want to missile those green-red pirates. It's an energy saver. Save that energy, even if you don't intend to go to the wreck ship. All right, derp going to be coming in here too, the early super missiles, and now we'll see what derp wants to pick up, right? There'll be a bunch of things here that derp can pick up, mostly extra missiles, but there's also that Brinstar reserve tank, which is column 1, row 1, half of that tile, as well as a tile all by itself over there in row 3, column 4, the Brinstar reserve. So I actually imagine both of our runners are going to go pick that up, because it's another one of those, in the way, freebie tiles. But we'll see. Polar Bear Bunny decided not to pick up the Criteria map station. She may want to do that when she goes back around, or she may have something completely different in mind. So Derp going to pick up these missiles back here as well in the Brinstar Reserve Room. 2 missile packs. It gives you our runners 10 additional missiles toward that 60 missiles in the center tile there. So there's the Brinstar Reserve for Bunny. Derp going to be coming out of Brinstar Reserve area. We'll see if Derp wants. Yep, here's another missile. So that puts our runners. If Polar Bear Bunny picks up these missiles, that'll put her at 20 as well as Derp. So they'll be basically a third of the way there to those 60 missiles. There's a couple missile packs. There's charge missiles. There's pipe missiles in Green Hill Zone. There's another missile pack there in, really nicely done there by Bunny, getting the quick drop. There's another pack of missiles in Big Pink. So that's, 15 more missiles readily at hand. Now, the second pack in Big Pink is kind of a little bit out of the way. Runners might pick that, might be more in tune to pick that up if they come back for those Mission Impossible power bombs, right? So there's the charge missiles for Derp. We'll see if Derp wants to pick up that charge beam. Bunny going for those missiles I was just talking about. Maybe not going to come back for these power bombs that are up over here. There's the charge beam for Derp. So then I don't think I see anything on our card here that is charge beam specific. So we'll see. Looks like Bunny might be going for the Spore Spawn Supers. All right. So that might be an indicator that Bunny really wants that center tile. She did collect all those missiles up in the Brinstar Reserve area. She collected the one at the top of Big Pink. So, that center tile does open up a lot, right? Because it gives you the column 3, gives you row 3, gives you TLBR and BLTR. So that's a lot of options for Bunny. It's a good bit of collection, but like I said, there's lots of missiles on your way, and the 20 supers is not too terrible, especially with 2 super packs in the wreck ship. You're probably going to go to the wreck ship for gravity suit if you're going to go and do anything in Meridia, and there's right there in the wreck ship, there's effectively 10 supers right in your way. So picking up these Spore Spawn supers, early supers, that's 10 supers already for Bunny. She's halfway there. Derp has just the 5 from early supers coming into the warehouse here. Looks like he's going to be picking up Varia suit from Kraid potentially. Charge beam for Polar Bear Bunny, a really good item. Even if we don't see that on a card, runners are going to typically pick that up because they get to avoid the soft locks, right? A bot wound could be a potential soft lock if you run out of missiles and you don't have that charge beam there. Polar Bear Bunny picking up these pipe missiles here. Derp coming into Kraid. We'll see if Derp gets the quick kill. No stand-up glitch today for Derp. Come on, quick kill. Good setup. Yeah, nicely done there by Derp. That is how you do it. Gonna go in and collect that Varia suit. All right, Polar Bear Bunny coming into the red tower. Is it up or down for Bunny? All right, it's down. She is going down, so we'll see her come down probably to this warehouse area where Derp is right now. Going to pick up the Varia suit in all likelihood. So right now, Derp does have 1 of Varia or Gravity. But we'll see if he goes and picks up Gravity later on. It could. I've seen runs in Triple Bingo, even Double Anti-Bingo, where runners have picked up Varia as their suit. It protects you from the heated rooms. You can go down into Lower Norfair with it. There's a number of options to get you down there. mostly with that lava dive, right? And you can get down there. You can do it. You're going to pick up high jump boots to do that. Makes it much easier. But you can do it high jumpless. You're definitely going to want the 3 E-tanks if you're going to do it high jumpless. So derp coming in here to the Kraid E-tank. Maybe looking at that 4 E-tanks. It's not too bad. You're going to pick up Terminator tank. Kraid E-tank is kind of free. It's on your way. And then there's high jump boots, high jump E-tank, right? There's 3 E-tanks. I just need one more. One more that's kind of on my way. If I go down to Croc, there's Croc E-tank. So there's a bunch of options. All right, Polar Bear Bunny going to be coming into Raid. Derp going to come into high jump area. We'll see Derp probably pick up that E-tank. And in all likelihood, probably pick up the high jump boots. Now, that's an interesting thing, because if Derp is looking at that row 3, that means he's not going to pick up Ice Beam. Right? Because we've got in that row 3, collect one of high jump boots or Ice Beam. Now, high jump boots is definitely the better movement item, but Ice Beam does have some tricks associated with it, which I don't think I see on this particular card. Anything like the ice clip to Shack Tool. There's an ice clip to Bot Wound. There's nothing on this card here that would preclude our runners from picking up. Oh no, check that out. There's collect one of Speed Booster or Grapple. So if they decide they want Grapple, then Ice Beam is really an item that they want. But in this particular case, I think Speed Booster is where they would go. I don't think they would want Grapple Beam. It is longer to go and collect Grapple Beam. They can finish in the Grapple Room. We do see that row 1, column 5, without actually collecting the Grapple Beam. You don't have to collect the item there to finish the room. You just need to enter that room. That is it. There's a Kraid E-tank for Polar Bear Bunny. Derp coming in here to Bubble Mountain. Let's see how King Cack attack. Nope, no problem there. King Cack attack denied. Yeah, this card does not seem very Meridia heavy. There's Meridia Map Station, Meridia Power Bomb. But we'll see where our runners want to go. Polar Bear Bunny going down the elevator here. Going to be coming into Upper Norfair. Derp coming on over to the Speed Booster. There's some missiles right there if Derp wanted that center tile of collect 60 missiles and 20 supers. But it doesn't seem like Derp wants that. Polar Bear Bunny making sure she gets that Sova. That can be a bit tricky. Because Derp's been skipping a little bit of missiles. Maybe he's got something in mind. Maybe he's got something in mind that I just am not seeing just yet. High jump boots there for Polar Bear Bunny. Some more missiles for BBB. She's got at least 35 now. With that total of 27. All right, Derp gonna go for that Norfair reserve. Probably the easiest of the reserves to pick up for that 2 reserve tank tile. So that could be Derp wants column 1 or that TLBR, maybe. I don't know. There is some Meridia there. Collect Plasma Beam and skip Space Jump. And there's Space Jump in that column 1 there, also row 5. So we'll see what Derp wants. I'm thinking maybe more of that column 1 than the TLBR. He's got a number of tiles on row 5. So that column 1 and row 5 would share that Space Jump tile. So you do want to try to get some sharing if you can. Polar Bear Bunny. King Cack attack. Denied. Go home, King Cack. You are no longer the king of the mountain. All right. Polar Bear Bunny going to be coming in to collect Speed Booster. Also going to get that one of Speed Booster or Grapple Beam Or yeah, tile. She'll get that for speed booster. Derp coming out Frog Speedway. There's those missiles that I talked about that Derp skipped over. Derp going to be coming back up the elevator. This, I think, is a trip to the ship. Trip to the wrecked ship for Derp. So we're going to see Derp go all the way up the Red Tower. We're going to see him collect Alpha Power Bombs, potentially Beta Power Bombs. I don't see a Power Bomb tile on our card, other than to collect all 15 Norfair Power Bombs, which our runners are going to avoid, because 2 of those are deep in lower Norfair. The Norfair Escape Power Bombs, and of course the Power Bombs of Shame and Wasteland. Oh, Polar Bear Bunny almost had that damage boost. Oh, man. All right, Polar Bear Bunny getting some more missiles here. She's got to be really close to that 60 missiles in that center tile. Derp with the hero shot. Ooh, the power beam hero shot. That was spectacular. Going to be doing some damage boost here to get through that room efficiently. And 2 reserve tanks for Polar Bear Bunny. Let's see if she picks up these missiles here that are in this room that are hidden on that block the Sova is just running around. Nope, she says, nope, I don't want those. There's other missiles I want. And Alpha Power Bombs here for Derp. Okay. There is the missiles here and Alpha Power Bombs for Derp as well. Derp has at least 40 missiles. So they're picking up, and it looks like Derp is going to be going for that center tile. I can't imagine a scenario where you have a nice collection tile like that. It's not that difficult. There's lots of missiles in your way, and not picking it up because it just opens up so many possibilities, right? So if Derp wants to do column 1 and row 5 and row 3, right, picking up that Meridia Power Bomb is the only kind of awkward thing there. Plus column 1 has that finish in the wreck ship energy tank room. So there's a bunch of Meridia that Derp would have to do and then finish in the wreck ship energy tank room. I guess he could do that through the Forgotten Highway, coming through Meridia. So there's a possibility for that. Derp missing the moat missiles there. I wonder if that was on purpose. If he is indeed going for that center tile. He's being judicious about what he picks up. And I think that's a very reasonable way to play bingo. Because, again, you pay for the fanfares, right? Unlike other randomizers or kind of categories that are kind of similar. I like to... this isn't like an any percent. This isn't like 100%. It's similar, more similar in my mind to randomizers. So a lot of randomizers will cut out the fanfare, but not so in this. We're playing on the regular game. Everything is vanilla here. No changes. And here's a Fantoon for Derp. Polar Bear Bunny coming into Alpha Power Bombs. Nice damage boost there for Polar Bear Bunny. See how Fantoon treats Derp. Come on, Fantoon. Nope. Denied. Oh, yeah, sure, of course. Yeah, thanks, Fantoon. All right, at least Fantoon gave Derp a fast there. And no. I don't know. Come on, Fantoon. Troll Tune, more like it. Looks like we've got some support in chat for Bunny. And Fantoon is down for Derp. Really nicely done there. No. Question in chat. No one has done Spore Spawn. There is a defeat Spore Spawn tile. Right there hanging out. Row 2, column 4. Oh, Goop Spark up there for Bunny. I hate it when that happens. Easy to get a little bit of a misinput on something like that. She's going to pick up those moat missiles. And there's the wreck ship map station for derp. So, interesting. What does derp do? Yes, a lot of what derp has. That column 5, that column 1, they have these weird, awkward finish-in tiles. So it's going to be interesting to see what derp actually ends up doing here, right? Because derp has a number of tiles in column 5, but that has finish and grapple beam room, which is exclusive to, mutually excludes column 1, finish in the wreck ship energy tank room. And the grapple beam room would be very far away from Meridia, where I believe is derp's target for things like space jump, Meridia power bomb. Now, nobody has the X-ray scope either, which is there hanging out in row 2, column 1. Here's a Phantoon fight for Polar Bear Bunny. Let's see how Phantoon decides to treat her. Hopefully nicely. Be nice, Phantoon. Just die. Or explode or fade off into infinity. I don't know. Whatever it is that you do. Column 5, it's not that great. It does have that collect plasma or defeat Ridley tile as well as the finishing grapple beam. It just doesn't synergize all that well with other things. Derp coming into bowling alley. So we'll see. We'll see what our runners want to do here. Nice damage boost there by Derp. Getting across in only 2 hits. That room could definitely be tricky. Yeah, I absolutely think that Polar Bear Bunny is going to get both wreck ship East and West supers. For sure. The way she's been collecting missiles, she got Spore Spawn supers. So successfully did the Spore Spawn skip. We don't have to see that DLC. Nice! Yeah. Phantoon down for Bunny. Derp going to be picking up the swimsuit. Woohoo. Alright. Samus has a swimsuit on. Can now move through water. And we'll see where Derp wants to go. But ultimately, I think it's going to be Meridia. There are the moat missiles for Derp. No problem. Picking them up on the way out. We'll see what a Brinstar cleanup Derp wants to do. If anything. I would imagine we're going to go around Brinstar one more time and do some cleanup. Maybe a visit to the Edikun E-Tank. That would give Derp 4 E-Tanks. Possibly there's some additional supers down there. Some additional power bombs, but nothing on this card says I want to pick up power bombs. So I think our runners are going to stay with 5 power bombs. There's not even a crystal flash tile on here where our runners would want 15 power bombs. So no statue tile, so we're going to skip the statue room. Giving Bunny a little bit of trouble. It's a tricky room if it gets out of hand for you. If you kind of get off sync. So let's see here. Derp is going to go down to visit at least pick up the Edikun E-Tank, I would imagine. Maybe the Edikun supers. We'll see if Derp wants to go and visit the Edikuns themselves and pick up those Edikun power bombs. Polar Bear Bunny going to be coming into bowling alley. Oh no, Derp skips the E-Tank. Probably get it on the way out. And we'll jump over. I imagine not going to the Edikuns for the power bombs. Again, nothing screams power bomb. I want power bombs on this card, right? We do have that collect all 5 Brinstar energy tanks. This is one of the 5 Brinstar energy tanks. So there is the blue Bryn Star energy tank. Retro Bryn E-tank. There's this one here, the Edikun E-tank. There's the Hop tank. There's Waterway E-tank. And there's one more. That Kraid E-tank. Those are the 5. Alright, Derp remembering to successfully skip the Decora pit. Always a trap when you speed booster right through the Decora room and land in the Decora pit. That always sucks. Always such a feel bad. Alright, so Derp is going to come over here to Hop tank. Oh, I thought he got that. There you go. Oh no, still didn't get it. That is tricky. Derp does have high jump boots, so he can get this from the floor. He doesn't need to have his back all the way against the wall. There we go. That's a tricky trick. Once again, we're going to run DMC. So there's 3 of the 4 E-tanks. Yeah, 3 of the 5 E-tanks that Derp, because Derp does not have the Blue Bryn, the Retro Bryn E-tank, nor does he have the Waterway E-tank, which he can collect here. He's got that speed booster to go pick up that Waterway E-tank. So if Derp goes for that TLBR, that's going to be Collect Plasma Beam and Skip Space Jump. That would exclude column 1 and row 5. So it'd be interesting to see what else Derp wants to do if he's going to go for that TLBR, because there's that collect all 5 Bryn Star E-tanks. He's got 4 already, and I can't imagine why he would want to be collecting more E-tanks if not for that collect all 5 Bryn Star energy tank tile. So we'll see. We'll see. These bingos, sometimes our runners do pick up a number of extra tiles for things. It does lead to more pickup, but, you know, it leads to kind of options. They can figure out something much better at the end, and the end game, once you have those critical mass of tiles, you just go, oh, this is the stuff that I have now, and I can do this, and it gets me to the end sooner. So Derp is going for that Retro Bryn tank here. It looks like there's some power bombs along the way. No Spore Spawn for Derp, so that makes me think row 2 is not on his mind. Polar Bear Bunny picking up those items down at the Edikuns as well. So there's some additional power bombs for Derp. 10 power bombs is actually kind of nice. It gives you a good flexibility with your power bomb usage. Plus, with the 2 power bombs that Derp was on, this will actually let Derp go back through the meme route there in the Morph Ball room. So PBB is going to show us the DLC here. This is definitely a trip to the Spo. Got lots of ammo. Let's see how she tackles Spore Spawn. Derp getting that Bryn Star E-tank. So that is going to be all 5 E-tanks in Bryn Star for Derp. Unless I've miscounted and our tracker Just Defend will keep me honest on that. So Polar Bear Bunny already has the Spore Spawn supers, so we're going to see a super missile out of this room. Oh, I think she only got 1 jammed in there. Derp collecting the pipe missiles here in Green Hill Zone. Wants to get some additional missiles. Perhaps still thinking about that center tile. Lots of play off the center tile. Lots and lots of play off that center tile. Spore Spawn can be a bit tricky for those runners who are not used to it. Oh! It does have 1,000 energy. So as much energy as Kraid. So 3 supers and 1 missile will do it. But getting multiple hits in on Spore Spawn is actually pretty tricky. And that's it there. Spore Spawn is, unlike the other bosses, you don't have to actually wait for the drops to appear for Spore Spawn to be dead. So PBB taking advantage of that, seeing Spore Spawn explode and peacing out. Spore Spawn is dead there for PBB. Derp going to be coming into Meridian now. Let's see what else PBB wants to pick up here in the pink Brand Star area. Hop tank, it looks like. Derp going into the fish bowl here, fish tank. We'll see if he wants anything. Mama Turtle, nope, skipping that, going straight to Mount Everest. There's some supers up here. Does Derp want those? Nope. Derp still has only, I think, about 10 supers. I think that 10 supers that we see there is Derp's max. So, has quite a number of missiles, but not quite at that 60 mark yet, I don't think. We'll see what Derp wants to do. Aqueduct supers and crab supers were both an option. No, PBB does not have the criteria map station, so TLBR is not something I think she's got on her mind. So I think she's also skipping that column 5 as well as a row 5. She did not pick that up. Gonna pick up this waterway E-tank. Derp coming out of the aqueduct item area. I'm gonna be going up to Bot Woon. We're in the Bot Woon hallway. Nice shine spark there by Polar Bear Bunny. Coming out and back into Big Pink. See how Derp takes on Bot Woon. 10 supers will do it. But Bot Woon has the worst hitbox in the game. Quite literally. And there it is. The sea snake is down. Get out of here. Good riddance. Alright. Bunny gonna kill these side hoppers. Open up the door. Much easier to do this in the beginning on your way in than deal with it on your way out. Bunny probably going to pick up those power bombs after laying them. Yep, there it is. You lay that power bomb, let it explode, pick this up, then the you don't have to wait for the animation there. It's a little time save. Small little time save there. These time saves are important. Derp coming into Coliseum here. No real good movement item to let him get through Coliseum quickly. So kind of taking it the normal way. No problem. No problem for Derp. All right. Bryn Star ceiling tank for Bunny. Beta missiles for Bunny as well. She's got to be close to that 60 by now. All right, we've got that highlighted for both of our runners there. So I was miscounting Derp all along. Good thing we have a real tracker in Just Defend. So we'll see here. Derp got to be getting pretty close here. He's got TLBR if he collects Plasma Beam. He can have row 3 if he picks up that Meridia Power Bomb. But does he have 30 supers? Because that will give him column 4. There are 5 more at the watering hole, as well as 5 more at the crab supers. PBB going to be going over to X-Ray. So those are possibilities for Derp to pick up. If he wants that 30 supers and get column 4, there are no supers in the sand pits. But if he's going to go down to the Meridia Power Bomb, he could theoretically make a loop around to pick up some of those other supers. Going to be an X-ray scope here for PBB. I imagine we're going to see Derp. Okay, Derp is not going into the sand pit. He's going out Bot Moon the regular way. And he hasn't gone over to collect Plasma Beam through Cack-Attack Alley. He's going back this way through Bot Wound Hallway, back into Aqueduct. And I think we're going to see him go into the East Sand Pit here. Yep. East Sand Pit. This is where the Meridia Power Bombs are. He's not picked up that space jump. We can see that when he does the jumps. Those spin jumps, no space jump there. So he's skipped space jump. But there's that Meridia Power Bomb there for Derp. What is he going to pair that with there? Grapple Beam room. Column 5 is definitely out because it involves Derp defeating Crocomire, right? To even get to the grapple room. There's no way Derp's going to do that. TLBR and okay, here we go. Derp going up in from the Oasis up the toilet. This is pretty reasonable here. This is a good way to get to Plasma Beam room. So Derp picks up Plasma Beam, has TLBR, has row 3, and then what? Polar Bear Bunny, Shine Sparking up Mount Everest. Plasma Tutorial Room for Derp. Plasma Beam for Derp. Gotta kill the Plasma Pirates to get out of this room. Okay, there they all are. PBB gonna pick up the items in Aqueduct. Alright, what do you do now, Derp? What do you do now? You pick up those 30 super missiles? You go get the 10 more super missiles? Watering hole and crab supers? Or do you do something else that I don't see what it is? Derp does not. No, Derp has not defeated Spore Spawn. Remember, the purple tiles are Polar Bear Bunny, and the green tiles are Derp. So we've got PBB coming into Bot Wound. Derp coming in over here to leave Meridia, it looks like. Needs a super missile. Got it. Opens the gate. So where does Derp go? Okay. Okay. Derp looks like he's going down that elevator, so that looks like maybe he wants to go kill Croc. A charged plasma beam on Croc is the fastest way to kill Croc. So finishing grapple is not too terrible. There were a couple options there for Derp to pick up some supers. Oh yeah. I keep talking about this column 4, but Derp hasn't defeated Spore Spawn. So what am I? I've lost it. Yeah, Derp is doing column 5. Derp is doing column 5. He's going to finish in the grapple room. I'll remind myself which player is what color. All right, light sensitivity warning here with Crocomire. Crocomire's going to flash quite a bit. Polar Bear Bunny. Doing a little bit of refilling there. Going to be coming up here too. I'll see him. Derp waiting for Crocomire. Keep Crocomire off screen there. Actually reduces lag. Derp going for a spark suit. I don't think he got it. Not sure what he would do with it. But hey, you never know. We would see. Polar Bear Bunny gonna be coming into Dragon. And this is the last leg here for Derp. Down with a moonfall goes Derp, coming into the pantry. Meanwhile, Bunny waiting for Dragon to show up. Interestingly enough, those Evir actually spell out a word. That's it. And there it is for Derp. Derp is finished with an official race time, GG time of 42:46 in the grapple room. Does not need to pick up that grapple beam. In fact, probably doesn't want to. Right? Nah, he could. It would only take away that row 5, column 4 tile, for which he doesn't need. He is done. So GG's to Derp. Going to be our winner for this race. 1 score there, not 2 scores. Only wins 1 race. We do have race number 2 scheduled after this. So we're going to see here how Bunny finishes it out, of course. Picking up that space jump. So she's got that now. Dragon down. Has defeated Spore Spawn. She does not have the Meridian Map Station. She can collect a Plasma Beam. We'll see where she wants to go from here. If she collects Plasma Beam... Oh, she doesn't have that Meridian Map Station. Oh, no. I'm sorry, that Criteria Map Station. If she had that Criteria Map Station, she collected Plasma Beam, got the Meridia Power Bomb, and then picked up the Meridia Map Station, she'd be done. Because she could get that TLBR. See how that opens up options for you for picking stuff like that up early and thinking about that? That might have been something the Polar Bear Bunny, she decided she didn't want to do early on, but we'll see what she wants to do. She might have a better plan than whatever it is that I'm yammering on about, because you can see that I clearly don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Power Bombs, Meridia Power Bombs for Polar Bear Bunny. So she's got a bingo. Ooh, just missed that damage boost there. Well, that looked good, but sometimes those Evir don't want to cooperate. She's gonna get, I think for sure she's gonna get... Well, actually, no, she didn't collect the Plasma Beam. And this is well, I guess it's with Space Jump, it's not a one-way trip. She can go back to Oasis. Gonna be the fastest way to get to... Yeah, she's gonna come back up here, yeah. And she goes back to Oasis. She can ride the toilet bowl up to Plasma Spark and then go over to Plasma Beam. And what will be her option? Finish in the wreck ship E-Tank room seems like seems very likely. So she'll take a ride on the Meridia Criteria elevator. Column 1, row 2, row 3 for Bunny. If she had gotten that map station, collecting Plasma Beam would be it for her. That is... Ooh. Selecting X-ray there by mistake. That is something that will always get you when you pick up that item. Alright, there's the plasma beam there for Polar Bear Bunny. She's got that now. Gonna kill all these plasma pirates. Get out the way. Base jump up and out. Another plasma pirate down. Plasma tutorial. Into the Cassius room. From here, we're going to go back to Plasma Spark. And I think this is going to be over to the right here. Yep. And we're going to be in, yeah, we're going to be in the Forgotten Highway here. Here's Thread the Needle. Absolutely. Runners finish out. Let runners finish out. They want to finish, let them finish. I agree 100%. Let them show their skills. And skills they've got. This is not an easy thing to do, let alone an easy thing to do fast. And not to mention that there are people now watching you do it. So, right, you know, big ups to all of our runners for coming out and showing their skills in this tournament, right? It's really there can be a lot of pressure on you, and you can get upset over kind of the smallest things when you're in a position like this, and it could be tight. And Polar Bear Bunny is definitely going for that wreck ship energy tank room. She is very, 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 very close to it now. So I like that. I like that. She has come up with a good set of rows, and she finished them out. And it's tough. You know, I'm sitting here yammering on about the criteria map station, right? And TLBR, and it could be something that, you know, she didn't see. But right. That also, TLBR, you have to skip space jump, right? And space jump has been a movement item that she has used quite a bit here. So there it is. There's a finish in the wreck ship energy tank for Polar Bear Bunny. So she has finished with a race time, GG time of 49:32. GG's to both of our runners. We are going to hang out here for just a moment. I gotta end this episode. We're gonna get set up with the next race, PBB versus derp here, and you hang out at folks. Don't change the. You hang out at home, folks. Don't change that dial. We'll be right back with more Super Metroid Triple Bingo tournament action.